What you're about to hear is a chilling story narrated by Dark Waters. Dark personally talks to these people that report these events. Sometimes he tells his personal story, and sometimes, every now and then, he'll play their actual voices. But what you're about to hear are stories of true accounts that happened. Keep in mind, Dark doesn't report and produce every story he is told. In fact, through a careful selection process, he has his own methods of detecting if the person reporting the experience is telling him true accounts of what they experienced, or if they're not. Prepare yourself for what you're about to hear. For more stories like these, head over to IamDarkWaters.com for more content from the King of Horror, Dark Waters.
Growing up in rural America is different. I can confidently say that to you after living outside of Lockport, Kentucky for more than 6 years. And sometimes it seems like the morals and beliefs are flipped upside down. And that was something that I found completely alien when I moved to Houston, Texas. Now, I make good money, but there are times that I miss being at home, the quiet outdoors, access to the woods for hunting and fishing. But there is one thing that I don't miss at all, and that's the Watchers. Growing up as a kid, we played in the woods constantly, hunting, fishing, trapping, building, you name it, we did it. And I had a wonderful childhood, building tree houses, shooting .22 long rifles, the things that kids just don't do today. However, it was playing as a kid that I first became aware of the Watchers. Some people call them Bigfoots or Sasquatches, but my friends and I came to know them as the Watchers. I remember being high up in our treehouse, smoking cigarettes, looking at Playboy magazines, when the woods outside would go absolutely quiet. We quickly learned that was a sign that the Watchers were nearby. I'm talking about dead silence. No crickets, no bees, nothing in the woods would move at all. Those were the times when we pulled up our ropes, battened down the hatches, and everyone was silent until the sounds of the woods came flooding back. As for me, it was during a game of hide and seek that I had a face-to-face run-in with one of these creatures. Let me readily admit this to you. Out of my crew of friends, I was the one that completely sucked at playing hide and seek. So the day before we all decided to go into the woods, I went out to our play area alone and dug a small trench. Took some rope, gathered branches, twigs, leaves, and for about 2 hours, I sat there making a camouflage cover that would allow me to lay in the trench and be undetected. Now, in order for you to understand why I went through all this effort, you need to understand exactly what was at stake. The kid who got caught first when we played hide and seek, number one, you had to rummage through your parents' house looking for spare change. Then after you had enough money, you had to go see the older kids and get them to buy a pack of cigarettes. Now, depending on the mood that the older guys were in, either you walk away with a few cigarette sticks or you walk away with a few bruises. More than often, they would take the money and beat me up. And here's where the problem came in for me and why I had to win. The last time I went to go see them, they started to beat me up. I snatched the cigarette out of their hands, jumped the fence, and ran off. So if I ran into those kids again, it was a 110% chance that I was going to get my ass beat. So the next day, Sunday, 8 of us go into the woods to play hide and seek. We divide to 2 teams of 4. It's my team's time to hide, and I head straight to my spot. Slide in, take cover. 10 minutes pass by, absolutely no movement, no activity. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Dark Waters. For those of you who are members, you probably already left and listened to this full story on the website. For those of you who are not members, you know to head on over and become a member so you can get all the rest of the stories. Now that that's cleaned up, members, listen, Saturday, probably 9:30, we're doing an Ask Me Anything session on the website. I'm shutting down the chat room to where non-members can't get in. You can ask any questions that you want, and we'll discuss whatever you want to talk about doing the paranormal. This is something that I plan on doing twice a month moving forward. I need to put that chat room to use. It's there for you guys, and that's why I created it, so we can have our space away from the centralized location that is BoobTube, and on our own platform. You guys are helping me develop it, so it's time that we put it to use. So I'll see you Saturday, 9:30. We'll be discussing anything you want, no holds barred. Until then, be safe and God bless you.